Hi everyone, in this video I want to really talk about, are you going to be an observer in life or are you going to be a creator? This is a lot of times where I really see this happens a lot when we're trying to manifest and create our own reality, but we really don't understand that a lot of times we're actually just creating by observing our reality. So you really have to understand, are you being an observer or a creator? And that's really starting to take control of your life, really getting your hands in your own clay, in your art, in your own piece of work that you really want to mold the life you want and create the things you want to unfold in your journey and in your reality. But a lot of times we're just really not aware that we're actually being observers. We wake up in our day, we might have to go to work, we start an early job, we're just going through this kind of same pattern, same reality, and we're not really putting our mind somewhere else so it can actually manifest into your experience. You have to really become who you are. You have to, or become who you want to be. And in doing that, you have to really embody that type of energy and that type of creation. So ask yourself, when you go out through your day, are you just observing your life? Are you really looking at it from just a viewpoint of just observing? You're reacting to things that are happening around you, to things that you're seeing in the world or just in your life or to other people, and you're just really in a point where you're just observing that instead of really tapping in and starting from a place of inward to actually create your reality. This is what they don't tell people. This is what they don't teach in schools, which they should be teaching, is that we have the power to tap inside, to tap into our inner being and really notice and get that force of that nature, that tapping into the universe, into the oneness of this whole just world we're part of this universe. And once you do that, once you're aligning with that type of energy, then you can really start creating your reality. But you can only do that if you tap inward, if you're coming from a place of wanting to be a creator, leaning into being a creator and trusting that you can do that and that you have the power and you're able to manifest and attract everything you want in life. But it really has to come from a place where you have to understand that you're the one creating. Even when you're observing your life, you are creating that situation. And the more that you're holding on to the energy of, I don't like this isn't working for me, why does this keep happening to me? When you're stuck in that momentum, you will keep getting the same results. You will keep attracting that. So you really have to ask yourself, where is your mind? What is the energy? Where is your thoughts going? You have to really understand and be aware. That is just such an important word. Be aware of what kind of energy you're under the influence of, what type of attitude, what type of vibration, what is above you, what is going on in the energy above you. You have to ask yourself these questions. You have to know, you have to really understand what emotions you have, and if it doesn't feel good, if that thought doesn't feel good, if that emotion doesn't feel good, if that situation doesn't feel good, then stop looking over there. Stop being observing of that thought process, of the things, of going back in your past. And you have to understand, always in your present, in the now, you are creating. So you could be thinking of the past, worrying about the future, or being upset with something in your past, and you're creating more of that to come into your future experience. That's why it's so important to understand that and really just know, okay, what am I doing in my now? How am I how am I doing right in this moment? And don't be difficult on yourself. Just start from a place that you know that you're creating in your now. So try your best to think thoughts, to feel better, to do things that make you happy. Go out and deliberately do things that make you feel good. Really go have that dinner, go to that movie, go call that friend if you love speaking with them and you want to do that. Take a break, take a nap, meditate, relax. The more you do these types of things in life where you're just kind of surrendering with the flow of what feels good, more of that will come into your experience. And it will show itself in a way where your worries, your stress about, let's say, finance, about family matters, about relationships, when you're feeling good and when you're in that state of that feeling good and creating more good stuff to happen, the more of what you do want to manifest, all that other stuff, all those worries will fall into a place of positivity. They will work themselves out in a magical way. I don't even like saying magical because we are all magic. We are all source energy. It's a magical just energy and being and just living. And when you really tap into that and when you trust that, when you start trusting that and knowing that, you will see how much the universe is on your side, how much you now become a creator and not an observer in your life. This is where you start taking just kind of that wheel of your life and you start driving where you want to go. But then the universe is kind of directing you along the path, along the way, showing you where to stop, what feels good, what road stops to go down and places to see, and what turn down that highway to see that ocean view. There's so much of that in life that the universe is here to guide us. It's just like our GPS. That is what the universe is here for. But we need to trust the GPS. We need to trust it. We need to relax once we step into our vehicle, into that vessel of energy. You need to trust it. You need to go, okay, I trust where I'm going to be taken to because I feel good right now. And that's the only thing that matters. So when you really start just tapping into that energy, into that momentum, that is when really good things start coming into your experience. And then you really become a deliberate creator. You really create on purpose. You start having fun with this. You start building companies you want to build, places you want to go. Start building relationships you want. You start building the life you really want to live, waking up every day. But you have to see that in your situation now. If you're not in a good place now, if you keep observing what is, you just get more of what is. You have to look beyond your what is. I wrote a book called Looking Beyond What Is. You must learn to look beyond your what is and trust in the image you see, in the image you want. And I'm telling you, if you want it, you can have it, but it's just trusting in your worthiness. It's trusting in the universe that it can deliver it to you. That is what it is all about. That is what the creation process is all about. It's really getting into that place of trusting and knowing to allow it into your experience. So ask yourself, do you want to be an observer, keep observing your life, or are you ready to be a creator? Are you ready to just be the artist of your artwork, of your life, your journey, your art piece? This is really what's so important. And I just want people to understand this more and more, that you can have everything you desire. You can create the life you want to live. But the more you're focused on what's not working, what's going wrong, all that. It hasn't manifested yet. You're keeping track of it not being in your experience, but you're not there where you want to be. Well, you have to make peace with where you are, and you have to start building that momentum of feeling good and trusting and imagining yourself over there to where you want to be. That's how you become a creator. So stop observing and create from tapping inward. Create from inward. Create in your mind. You have the power to do that. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it helped. Comment below if you have any questions.